What's good, y'all? It's your boy Kuya P and my pal John Jones just came out of the press screening for You, Me, and Tuscany. Initial thoughts, brother?
Woo. It's about time we had a phenomenal black rom-com. It was cheesy, it was corny, it was quasi-predictable, but it was definitely a lot funnier than I expected it to be. Loved it.
Definitely. I would second my man right there. Shout out to Halle Bailey, Regé-Jean Page. I think I'm brutalizing the brother's name, but the two of them were magnetic. You know what I'm saying? Halle Bailey's just got one of them lovable looks.
She's adorable.
She's adorable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And just the entire ensemble. I really shout out to the aunt character. She was hilarious.
By far
the funniest. Yeah. But yeah, great throwback rom-com with a great cast, something you could watch with the fam and just chill out. And great music.
Yeah, the music was good.
Great musical choices. Yeah. But full review coming soon from my man John Jones on the Peach Review.
Yes, sir.
Check him out, support my brother, and of course, you're on Nerds Rule the World. We out. Full review coming soon. Peace. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kuya P and my pal John Jones from the Peach Review. How are you, sir?
Amazing. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We got a chance to link up, recently this week. To cover this film right here, You, Me, and Tuscany, throwback rom-com. I'm sure you have some thoughts. I got some thoughts. We actually just showed our initial thoughts. Is kind of how I don't know if you've seen the final edits on our reviews, John. They just saw our reviews coming out of it. But before we give our full review, let's check out the trailer real quick, and then I'll break down a little bit again, some on the story, the cast, the crew. We'll show some love, and then we'll give our full review. Ready to get down, sir?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, here we go. Let's check out the trailer for You, Me, and Tuscany in theaters right now. Here we go.
So let me get this straight. You meet some random rich white boy.
He's Italian.
Salute.
So some random rich spicy white boy.
I'm Matteo.
And you think that that's a sign to fly to Italy tonight?
It's not about him. He doesn't even live there anymore. But he told me about his big old villa just sitting there.
Empty.
Don't come calling me from no Tuscan jail.
Ciao.
First time to Tuscany?
My first time pretty much anywhere. Hello? Who leaves an engagement ring in a junk drawer?
What are you doing here? Arresti questa donna!
This is all a really big misunderstanding.
Dio mio! She's marrying Matteo!
Yes! I'm marrying Matteo!
Congratulazioni!
What do I do?
You can pretend to be his fiance, or you go to prison. Either way, it's very romantic.
Anna, this is Michael, my nephew.
I gotta get out of here. Oh!
Buongiorno. Gabriella wants to give you a tour of the vineyard.
Why?
Aren't you getting married there?
Oh. I used to dream of working in a place like this.
You're a chef. You belong here.
This was fun. Okay.
You pretended to be the white Italian man's fiance, but ended up catching feelings for the black Italian cousin, brother? Oh, this some Shonda Rhimes shit.
It's like he just suddenly turned up out of nowhere.
I gotta tell them the truth.
You got this.
Will your mama be coming?
I don't have
Una familia? You do now.
This is too much.
You deserve to live your life the way you want it.
Is that rain?
Oh my God. Okay. You can eat, pray, and love me, baby.
Matteo, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Oh, that was the trailer for You, Me, and Tuscany. Let's get into it, my friend. Before we do that, actually, I almost forgot. We got to show love to the cast and crew. It takes a village to make these projects that entertain us, inspire us, educate us, do all the things with our emotions. So I got to show some proper love before my man John and I get down. So the director on this is Kat Coro. My apologies if I mispronounce on that. Writer is Ryan Engel and Kristen Engel. I wonder if they're a pair. Always interesting when you see the same last name. Stars on this For the main cast, we have Regé-Jean Page as well as Halle Bailey. Regé-Jean Page from Bridgerton, Halle Bailey, The Little Mermaid, and many other projects. Such an adorable spirit there. We have Marco Calvani, Aziza Scott, Isabella Ferrari, a host of others. There's an amazing. This is an amazing cast. I love this ensemble. Nia Vardalos, who I'll talk about when we get into like the little story. She's has a great little piece in here. That yeah. Anyway, that's your cast, your crew. Let me get into the story because I'm a little bit all over the place right now, and I'm don't want to continue to slide. And John's gonna be looking at me like, man, aren't you a professional? All right. Um, that's your cast, your crew. Story synopsis: Halle Bailey, man, again, adorable talent. She is professional house sitter. She did have other aspirations, but what you'll find through the film, something kind of derailed that. So she's house sitting in New York when all of a sudden her main client, who is played by Nia Vardalos, and if you're not familiar with Nia Vardalos, she had another great wedding themed style film called My Greek Family Wedding. I was loving seeing her in there. That's one of the classic rom-coms that has stood the test of time. It was cool that Will Packer and the whole team over on You, Me, and Tuscany kind of put that in there for her to lose her job to her. And when that happens, Hallie meets an Italian cat while trying to drink her sorrows away from losing her job and really her place to stay, and finds out that he has a Tuscan village that's just, not inhabited by anybody, and decides to, what? My dream has always been to go off to Italy, to Tuscany, and let me just kind of occupy it for a day before I come back and deal with my life struggles and everything. So she does that, even though her friend tells her not to. And I love the friend that we saw in that trailer real quick. Shout out to her. I wish I knew her name offhand.
Aziza Scott.
Aziza, oh, that's Aziza, and she plays
Yeah.
Claire. Okay. Shout out to Aziza Scott. Thank you there, my man, John. So she flies off to Tuscany. She finds the place, but as she's having a good night there, there's people now at the door in the morning, and it's the Italian Brothers fam, and they're like, "Why do you have that ring on your finger?" And she's like, "'Cause we're engaged." And then from there, hijinks ensue. How does she keep this under wraps? And then she meets the brother of the Italian brother that's there, and played by Regé-Jean Page. And there's kind of a little bit of a whole love triangle that ensues. I don't want to spoil. That's kind of a gist of what you saw from the trailer. But a great rom-com story there from Will Packer and his team, who are the production people on that. And the amazing Halle Bailey. That's a brief synopsis on your cast, your crew in the film. John, help me, save me. Again, I'm trying to be professional, but it's been a long day, and I'm trying to recant everything that we saw a couple nights ago in prep for this release. What were your initial thoughts when you heard of You, Me, and Tuscany from Will Packer and his team?
And when I first heard it, I was like, thank God. I was like, we need more black rom-coms because they're either like too extreme and they're not really comedy. It's more drama than comedy and romance, or they'll go off the deep end with like sexualizing characters and things like that. Like this was perfect. Pairing Bailey up with Regé-Jean Pair, is it Pair or Page? Regé-Jean Page.
Page, yeah.
Oh my gosh, like their chemistry was crazy. Like it was magnetic. And again, Halle Bailey is just so adorable. That was like the perfect casting,
Right?
for this.
Just
So
adorable, man. You can't be mad at her.
yeah, not at all. And the cool thing is the blending of two cultures with like black culture and then Italian culture. That was a nice touch. I mean, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, oh, I randomly meet this guy and he has a villa. Let's just travel across to another continent. I mean, so is it realistic? No, but it's about good vibes and goofiness because we've seen it in other spaces. Like white people get their notebook in Dear John's
Exactly.
every year. So like it's like black people deserve the same whimsical, dreamy landscapes that we never get. So it's about time that we got it with this. And I like the way that, again, that they did the Italian cast because Marco Calvani, Lorenzo de Moraes, Matteo, and like we said before, the aunt, Francesca,
Yeah,
Stella
love her.
Capoyo. Oh my gosh, she was hilarious. And it was great because it was unexpected. It
Yes.
was like she brought a level of humor that was unexpected, but it was cool. And the other cool thing was it follow me. It wasn't too black. Like it wasn't like just hoops and caricatures and things like that. It was infusions of black culture every now and again, like the throwback music, or like when the pulled up the two black ladies in the back and they made comments. It was like things like that. But the two focal characters, the main characters, were black. And her friend would FaceTime her and call her and have some input every now and again. So it's like, oh, it's just enough to remind people, hey, this is a romance film, but the principal characters are black and the culture's in there. So that it wasn't overdone. Like it wasn't, yeah, it wasn't overdone. There was no sprinkle of Tyler Perry in there, thank goodness. And people know what I mean by that. So, I mean, I thought it was great. I thought it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I don't I have to kind of just slightly disagree on the there can never be two blackness, just like there can't be two, representing your
Ah,
culture or whatever.
ah,
I'm gonna have to slightly disagree there.
that's cool.
Um because there's just we're all not a monolith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's
And we
true.
don't have to play the stereotypes, all of that. This is real shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Yeah.
and the blackness is always going to be there. That's not deniable. There wasn't denying the Italian people and their portrayals and everything.
Nope.
But playing up stereotypes, I think, is more so what I think you're saying in a lot of
Yeah, that's what I
ways.
mean. That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Playing into the stereotypes.
So
Yeah.
I just don't want to. I don't like saying oh, this is too black because that's I think colonizers kind of like, oh, this and a third, and I hate that. You
And
know what I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
saying
And they
because
make
that's
us
how we
feel
get
that way.
categorized. Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's how
yeah,
we
yeah,
get categorized. Like that. This was the conversation we had after we saw that
yeah,
movie with the brother who made the book, and the book was like a Roman history book, but because he was a black author, they were like, oh, it's black literature, and he was like, remember, because we had this exact same conversation.
yeah,
So that's what
yeah.
I mean. So like there
Yeah,
wasn't
I
any
got you. I got you. I just want
stereotypical.
to
Yeah,
preface that for somebody that might be listening. Hey, bro, what are you talking about? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Nah, I
Appreciate that.
feel what you're saying. I feel what you're
Yeah,
saying. You know, but nah, this was beautiful, man. It was black. It was black. It was love. It was what we
yeah.
need. And nah, man, I really enjoyed this film. The ensemble was great. Yeah, there's some corny, stuff in there, but
Very
this is
corny.
it's we all love that corn.
Yeah.
There was a sweetness to it. Yeah, I underline everything you said, man, about this, man. I would love to see a follow-up. If there's still some room to do with these characters, just like they did with my Greek fat wedding, big fat Greek wedding or
Yeah,
whatever. You
big
know what
fat
I'm
Greek
saying?
wedding. Yeah.
Yeah, because the ensemble was just great. And I think there's more stories to tell because they built up everybody so much to a degree,
Yeah.
and everything. So yeah, a great time, great film to see with everybody. About love and just about everything, man. And nah, a recommendation from me. Let me throw it back to you. What would you say on this one too? I think you're in agreement.
Say as far as what?
Thumbs up. Yeah, yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Two thumbs
yeah.
up. Two
Have a favorite
two
part,
thumbs up.
or was there any notes that you didn't like? You know what? Before we kind of uh, say yeah completely, I'm moving too fast again.
No, it's
Was
fine.
there anything you didn't like, other than some of the corniness? But that's what you get with a rom com.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, people don't complain about the Hallmark Channel or Lifetime, so they
Yeah,
shouldn't be complaining about this.
yeah.
I mean,
I have no notes. I enjoyed every. If anything, I wanted more build out of everybody else to a degree. Although
like,
this is what the
yeah,
runtime
I think
was.
the only no, okay, I think some of the dialogue from the friend that they threw in there after she had already made the trip, I felt some of it felt forced,
Mm,
like they were reaching for humor in some of
got you.
her comments, some of her voiceover. But other than that, man, I mean, uh, like that's really all I can really I mean, I
Yeah.
really just it was a nice break from reality, honestly.
Yes.
Like there, because you know how big I am on like I don't do too much blood, I don't like too much sex and all that stuff. This was just fun. There was no sex, there was minimal cussing. Like it was just
Yeah.
happy. It was
Yeah.
happy. Her friend that was the chauffeur, like I love their
Oh
friendship and
yeah.
connection. Like man,
Yeah.
the casting was perfect. I thought it was great.
On point. Yeah.
Yeah,
Again, like all the characters had something to them.
yeah,
Um, all the way around. So yeah,
yeah.
that's why I would love to return to this world again. I would love
Oh,
a you
they
and me in
need
Tuscany
they,
too. You
they
know?
need to make a sequel or they need to make this a series because as many Heartlands and all this other crap that they have, and we had to
Tell
deal
it.
with how many seasons of Lorelai and her bad decision making. Like, get out of here. This needs to be a series. Oh, and I did want to point out
Yeah.
this because I've seen some critics like really rag on this, and I think there's a big disparity and it mimics what I saw with Mario Galaxy, where because Rotten Tomatoes. So the Rotten Tomatoes score for the critics was really, 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 really low on Mario Galaxy, but the audience score was like upper 90s. And some of the critique I saw was like bad story, bad character development. I'm like, bruh, it's a video game. So I see the same thing with this.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they should have built up more on characters and this and that. I'm like, no, we want to see people want to see black people be happy and whimsical in a winery and
Let's
like just
go.
let that be that. Like that's it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything doesn't have to be Shakespeare or some other kind of
exactly.
overly, yeah,
Yeah.
just there's some garbage out there. You know what? A lot of these other critics out there, they need to retire, and or go out there and live some life or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm with you on that. But
Yeah.
this was fun. It was
Yeah.
sweet. Took your mind off of what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
Um, I have no notes on it, man. Just a good
But what
time for
about you?
both
Was there
actors.
anything you didn't like?
No, not at all. I enjoyed it. If anything,
Yeah.
like is that I didn't get enough of learning more about the characters, but that would have just exceeded the runtime and it would have been like a whole other thing. It was perfect.
Yeah, because the runtime was
Yeah,
perfect too. It wasn't
yeah,
too long.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to dive back in. You know what I'm saying? And that to me is more so a positive that I'm ready for a you and me Tuscany too. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I'll be there.
all right, good times. It's a thumbs up from both John and your boy Kuya P. Before we get up out of here, sir, um, anything going on over at the Peach Review that we want people to check out and throw them socials at them?
Man, we have my review on You, Me, and Tuscany on there at thepeachreview.com. You can also follow us at The Peach Review on X, Facebook, and Instagram.
There you go. And
Yeah.
let's let our soccer fans know. You're my soccer
Oh,
guy. I know you're killing out there. There's something big coming up soon. Show some love on that. Tell people what they can
okay.
look forward to with
Uh,
some soccer stuff happening.
Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Of
We are
course.
covering the U.S. men's and women's soccer team. We'll have full coverage of the game coming up this weekend when the women play Japan. We also have World Cup coverage coming. They haven't officially given me a thumbs up yet, but I see on my profile it's allowing me to pick which games I want to cover. So that's a good nod. So we'll be covering all the month of June and July. We have someone that's looking into flying out to Europe for the Champions League final. So we have a ton of footy coverage between now and mid-July. So peachreview.com and the Instagram at the Peach Review and at Pro Soccer Rider for 24/7 soccer stuff, posting content, stuff like that.
There you go. Get all your
Thank you, Patrick.
football news
Football.
from my man John. That's FUTBOL. Isn't it with a O?
Yep,
BOLL?
yep, yep.
Yeah, get all your football
FUTBOL.
news from my brother John. Happy for you, man. Because I
Appreciate
know
it.
that's one of your big passions, man. So happy for you on that. So go check out
Appreciate it.
all of that love. And of course, let's get some demands for you, me, and Tuscany too, because I really want to see it. Again, I enjoyed this film. Great cast all the way through. Great writing, fun times, good spirits. Actually, I started thinking this when we saw the trailer again, but right before our review, John. Again, Halle Bailey's adorable.
Yeah.
The soundtrack on this, we didn't even talk about the soundtrack too much.
Oh, we didn't talk
Soundtrack on
about
this was
soundtrack.
fire.
Soundtrack
But
was tight.
watching the trailer again with that nice Janet Jackson track playing, it got me thinking, looking at Halle and then hearing the Janet. I need the Janet biopic with Halle. Would you want that? I don't know. I just started thinking that, and I'm like, I would love that. Maybe even see a remade Poetic Justice with Halle. Like
Dang.
she.
Okay.
I don't know. Just she
Ooh.
gives me young Janet vibes, man.
I never saw it before,
And
but
or
now that I'm
Janet
thinking about
biopic.
it, the biopic, I definitely don't want to remake of Poetic Justice, but I can feel you on the biopic. I can
I don't know.
feel
That
you on
just
the
came in there
biopic.
too. I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
could see you just doing anything, Janet. You know?
Yeah. Because and honestly, when I heard the Janet on the trailer, I was just thinking about our screening of Michael in 2 weeks.
We got Michael coming up soon. So y'all, hey, John and I
Good
will be covering
segue.
Michael. Hey, you know what? That's good you brought that up. Because now we'll say catch me and John reviewing Michael coming up soon.
Boom.
All right, there we go. We got that locked in. Look for our Michael review. This is our review for you, me, and Tuscany. Let us know what you think. Do you agree with John? Do you agree with me? Hit us up in the comments below and go get that football coverage from my brother John over at the Peach Review. Nerds rule the world. We're out.
Nerds with the world.
Peace, y'all.